Hello everybody, I'm so happy you could be here. Welcome to my channel. If you're a recent subscriber, you probably have never seen my face before, but yeah, I'm the person behind all of your favorite Attack on Titan videos. Please don't unsubscribe now that you know what I look like. Anyways, today I just wanted to get on here and share my thoughts about the new Attack on Titan chapter 133. I've already read the chapter a couple of times, so this will not be my live reaction, but it's going to be like my immediate thoughts. I'm not going to get too analytical today because I want to make my actual review once the official translation comes out. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so this chapter basically just validates everything I've been saying this entire arc, and I feel kind of proud of myself. So starting off, we really see Armin kind of take control as the commander, and honestly I'm kind of surprised he's acting so much like a leader so soon, you know what I mean? But I love to see it. I like that Onyakapon mentioned Hanji because Hanji's death was a major loss, and it really kind of adds to the pressure that they need to stop the rumbling. Like I said in my last video, that's kind of like the burden that will push Armin to make the decision to have to kill Eren. So the next thing I want to talk about is how Levi brings up Zeke, which again kind of confirms that he has not let go of the promise to Erwin, which who can blame him? You know, this is a promise that he made to somebody that he loved very dearly, so he's not going to just be able to let go of that super easily. I definitely think Zeke will play a big role in Levi's fate, and I go very in depth with that in my last video, so if you want to see me analyzing literally every single character to see if they're going to die or not, go watch that video, because I'm going to refer to it a lot in this one. The link will be in the description. So the plan that Levi mentioned, that killing Zeke could potentially stop the rumbling, was actually a pretty good idea, and it's something that I hadn't thought about before. I wasn't surprised that it was actually something that Hanji mentioned, but yeah, I cried. Yeah, I cried. The next scene where they discuss all of the mistakes they've made, I was actually very happy to see. It's like they're finally starting to understand each other. I feel like they've all been kind of forced into this corner in making decisions that they didn't want to make, killing people that they care about. They all feel like they can't be forgiven. Next, Eren brings the Alliance into paths, and that kind of means that he's been watching them and listening in on them this entire time. Seeing the 104th call out to Eren like that so desperately was very emotional for me to watch. You could really see the pain on their faces, and everyone had something to say to him, including Levi. They wanted him to know that he's not alone, and he never was. There's more options that they can talk about. Eren didn't want to do that. Eren was forced into his own corner. For Mikasa in particular, it was quite emotional because she's the one who I feel like is the most hurt and confused by Eren's actions right now. Her and Armin, and again, I'm glad that Armin kind of expressed his emotions for Eren recently, because I feel like in recent chapters Armin has been sort of bottling up all of these emotions towards Eren and sort of separating his childhood friend Eren from the Eren that is, you know, destroying the world right now. Armin feels like he kind of has to push his emotions to the side, especially now that he's commander, but seeing Eren, especially as a child, kind of just brought all those emotions back up to the surface. He wants him back. He wants his childhood friend back. He wants Eren back. They all do. Seeing him this chapter say that he doesn't want Eren to die, he doesn't want him to go further away from them, it's something that I personally needed to see. I'm actually really happy that Connie confronted Eren about the whole Sasha situation when Sasha died, because that whole thing was such a huge misunderstanding. It's something that like peeved me this entire time because Eren very obviously processes his emotions much different than everybody else. It sounded like he was laughing, but he was actually literally having a breakdown, and Connie didn't understand that. When Eren showed up with Ymir, both of their eyes were clouded. We've seen that a few times before. We saw it right after Eren killed Mikasa's kidnappers, and also we saw it in Ymir's flashbacks, her backstory. This makes me think that Eren is not fully himself right now. Maybe he's being controlled by Ymir or even his own like lust for freedom. But we know that his body is asleep inside the Titan, which is like the first time he transformed and Armin had to snap him out of it. He couldn't control himself then, and I don't think he can control himself fully right now. So I just don't think he's fully there at the moment. There's so much to analyze just in this path scene alone, so I'm gonna have to stop myself before I get too deep into it, because this video is not my review. So I'm gonna move on to Annie, and seeing Annie think back kindly about the 104th Squad makes me really happy because other than Armin, we never really knew how she felt about them. As soon as Annie said she could eat a bird, I knew immediately that Falco was gonna come up, and you know what, guys? The bird theory. The bird theory is happening. And let me tell you right now, the amount of people that made fun of me for believing in this bird theory is astronomical, and now it's true. It's true. So you know what? Anyone who didn't believe me, you guys, you were wrong. I've also mentioned before that Falco's Titan probably looks a little bit different because he had some of Zeke's spinal fluid, which was confirmed again in this chapter. So you could say I'm just a little psychic. But I feel like Zeke is probably sending these images to Falco through paths somehow. Like, I feel like he's sending them on purpose, which could go along with the theory that Zeke is stuck in paths right now. Although we didn't see him at all, and they were in paths, you know. I don't know if there's like a different section for different people, or if Aaron can put him in a totally separate place. I don't know. The last thing I'd like to talk about are the families from Marley, and I was very surprised that they're alive. I'd like to see how they managed to escape, or at least I'd like to hear them talk more about it. Also, there was that one guy, you know, the one who was talking to Peek's dad. He was kind of cute, if I'm being honest. Like, he looked like a mix between Armin and Annie, so I wonder if that's like, you know, like their secret love child or something. Anyways, moving on. I wonder if the warriors are actually gonna see their families again, or if it's gonna be that really tragic. They see them in the distance and Annie finally sees her dad for the first time in like 8 years or whatever, and she just dies right in front of his very eyes. That would be very sad. Anyways, this has been my super short video. Please stay tuned for my actual analysis video in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna wait until the actual English official translation comes out. If you made it this far, please comment the star emoji and comment down below what were your thoughts for this chapter. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching. Bye!